special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It is a terrific, it's a terrific Tuesday, and it is the 4th day of April the 4th, and my partner this morning is Autumn Scott Hall. Good morning, Autumn.
Good morning.
And in the house we have, as our guest, we have AFP Angel Purlee. Good morning.
AFP, America's for Prosperity, and Angel Purlee.
There we go. We'll do your own introduction.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Exactly right. It's a rainy morning. So we had
top of the morning to you.
Our Irish eyes are smiling. I think that was last month, right? Now we got the April showers, bringing those Mayflowers, not just pilgrims.
I was going to throw that in there.
Oh, so
actually, I did say that to Miss the other day. I said, "Do you know what Mayflowers bring?" And she's like, "No." I said, "Pilgrims." And she's like, "I don't even know what a pilgrim is." I was like, "Please go back to the 3rd grade."
Oh, goodness.
I think she was kidding with me, though.
Okay, let's hope. Let's hope.
I do hope. For her sake, yes, we will say that, because we love us some Camissa.
So we do have some really nice weather, and then we have some rainy weather, and then so you have like maybe a little bit of time to run if you have to. You got to get out, because there's a little bit of a break in the rain right now, and actually it's a beautiful morning. It's beautiful.
The sun was shining. I had to put on my sunglasses on the way here.
So you know what that means? We might get a rainbow.
I had to pull my dress down a few times with that wind.
That's
why I don't wear dresses. Oh, that's why. Yeah.
That
wind every day. That darn wind. I have some funky hips.
Oh,
get out. Like a Dr. Seuss character.
I love
You are
dresses.
ridiculous.
A dress is just fantastic because you've got everything done.
Listen,
It's
simplicity. Just throw it on. I can appreciate my body and the fact that, They have nice dresses for any size. Autumn, you would look great in a dress. Listen, after having kids, your body changes. And it's like,
I've had 6 of them.
I know. Well, your body didn't change. Your genetics are, I don't know. You guys have good genetics. My genetics are hippie. Hippie.
Well, I say...
That's why I like the beads and the glasses and the flip-flops. Listen, I'm just going to tell you.
The flip-flops, yeah. Are you in flip-flops today?
Of course I'm in flip-flops today.
Did you get some new for the spring, summer?
I'm going to.
Are you?
Right now, Archie's has one with little gems on them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
What makes a good flip-flop, Autumn?
Well, I'll tell you. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The flip-flop lesson. Here we go.
How do you not?
Okay, seriously. I almost had to quit wearing flip-flops because they were hurting my ankles really bad.
Oh.
And I thought, I'm going to have to give them up. And then I found Archie's. And this is not paid prescription or subscription. I'm just, whatever it's called. I'm not a sponsor. Well, we need to call them to be a sponsor. But they have arch support. And they are expensive. They're like $35. Actually, they're up now. They're $40 a pair. But they have arch support. Probably. And, time change. And my feet don't hurt anymore. Like, I can wear them because they support them. They're not flat. You know, you have some that they have specials and they sell flip-flops for $1. Do you have them on today? I do have them on today. And they sell them for $1, but they're flat. And that's not good for your spine. Oh, okay. So they do. They have an arch. Yeah. Archie. I'm putting it together. They're one piece. So, like, you don't have flip-flop blowouts. You know how your flip-flop blows out?
I've had it all the time. Jimmy Buffett has told us about
I love it when my kids step on the back of my flip-flop.
I do all the time. I was over at Fritchlick and had a blowout.
No, these do not blow out.
It was real.
I can run in these.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I'm going to film. After Coffee Club, we're going to go film.
Sissy Baby and I are going to have a race.
Yeah, Sissy Baby.
She's with child. I think I can beat her.
Hey, you talk about a woman of the year. That woman she can jump up. She jumps like high. No. Yeah, she can jump high. She can run, and she's doing it with child.
I didn't do any of that with child.
No, I was going to say.
I waddled.
Yeah.
Like a penguin.
Yeah. So going back on the flip-flop, it's funny because when you first described it, I kept thinking like a little bit of a heel, but it's not really got a heel. It's just got the arch.
It's got an arch support. Yeah.
So that's interesting. Yeah.
Archies.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
I am a big fan, and I thought because at first I'm like, I'm very frugal. And so at first I'm like, I'm not spending that on flip-flops. But then I'm like, I literally will spend that on flip-flops so my feet don't hurt. This is the worst. You're having that conversation with the worst people you could ever have that conversation with.
You got to know.
It's not my feet, it's the ankles, though.
Yeah.
She's like, they're expensive, $35. And I was like, oh. On flip-flops? I mean, I'll spend money on
whatever you wear,
shoes,
sweetheart. I mean,
but I'm just saying. Oh, now I will.
Yeah.
I
would prefer that thinking.
Yeah, I will lay down
if that's
40
something
minutes.
that
But
you're
I
going to
will
wear.
say, I do me some. I won't go ahead and give them the shout out, but I do what used to be the $2.50 flip flop sale at a certain place.
I'm telling you.
And,
yeah, they are good.
And
I would just wear those.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a pair of said flip-flops, and they are gold, and I wore them because I thought, oh, gold would look really good with this outfit. So I wore them.
Sure.
Yeah.
At noon, I went home at lunch and grabbed my Archies.
Because they hurt your feet.
I was like almost to the point of tears. Now, remember, I sprung my ankle in January really bad. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And it's, even now hurting with the weather. But I had to go home and change because I almost started crying with how bad my feet are.
So you're a spoiled flip flopper.
Yeah, now I got to go buy a pair of
You might be a
flip-flops
wait.
from
Are you a
Archie's.
flip-flop snob?
I am.
Are you?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm ready to just throw away.
Yeah, you got
all
me
of them.
beat. You got me beat on the
Well, then I
flip-flops,
might just
for
be
sure.
there to pick them up. I don't know.
The nice thing is, though, now instead of having 20, 25 pair of flip-flops, I'll have like 4.
Well, the bigger thing is, nothing beats a good shoe in general. You if you got some good shoes
Yeah.
on, I mean,
Well, the ideal is to be barefoot.
Yes, and
right,
this is the
that's the
closest
ideal.
I can get
Yeah,
because
So
no
you're almost
shoes, no
naked, but
service.
you've got clothes on.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
really with that, right?
That's
Your
why I
foot.
love flip-flops. Actually, do you guys know why I started wearing flip-flops? There is a reason I started wearing flip-flops.
because you're trying to get out the door super fast.
No.
No socks. You didn't want to do the
I
socks.
blame Randy Hines in 7th grade biology.
Is he listening, Randy?
I don't know. I hope he is. 7th grade biology teacher. I don't even remember why we were watching it, but we were watching something, and it had to do with black widow spiders being in shoes and people getting bit because spiders would nest in the front of shoes, and then you'd have this big ordeal. And after that, I quit wearing shoes because I was scared to death a black widow was going to bite me.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know why he did that.
No, why are you doing that now?
Because some things
Thank you.
just...
Thank you for Mystery Loves Company.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know why I wear flip-flops.
Well,
There is
let's
a
go back.
psychological reason.
Okay, well, Toy Story. There's a snake in my boot. I mean, they tell you that right there that you should check your shoes.
Well,
before
not
you
everybody's
go.
wearing boots every day.
Well, I know,
But
like-
even your shoes,
But,
I mean, like...
But like on boots, I always now
Yeah.
So that was my concern. Do you put your hand in your boot or do you put your
You
foot in
shake
your
it.
boot? You shake it. Well,
Well, I tell my daughter that, so now I have to check my daughter's shoes for her in the morning. She's like, can you please check these? And I do, because I know it's a real fear.
okay.
Like,
Well, it's a real thing.
but I don't have to worry about that with flip-flops. No spiders are going to be nesting in my flip-flops.
Well, and you don't have to worry about socks. That's the thing I would be
I
thinking.
hate socks.
Trying to match socks, and there's always one of every sock. in the
You know,
world.
that's the thing that I hate. When you're in my mismatched sock basket,
Oh,
guess how
yeah.
many of those socks are mommy's?
Oh,
None.
none. That's right.
Because I don't wear socks.
There you go.
So you don't have to sort through them.
That's right.
That's right. These
If
are not my
everybody would
socks.
wear
This is
sandals,
not
my
socks.
life would be so much easier.
Oh, I know, absolutely. So I think it's really interesting, and I think that's good to know about these
I'm going to go
that have
buy a
the-
pair right now.
that have the arch.
Oh, she's on it. She is
She's gonna buy it right during coffee club. You're
During coffee
shopping
club.
during coffee club.
No, I would never.
Neither would she.
But if I don't do it now, I'll forget.
to buy
That's-
a pair. of...
Yeah, I'll forget to buy the talc pair to go with my gold outfits. See, I think about this.
Well,
Oh my gosh,
I
this is hilarious.
want to say that's really very good to explain all that. But I do know someone that had 100 flip-flops, and
I was pretty close, Becky.
I can only imagine.
I'm probably
yeah.
very close.
Yeah. It was just she had like every color, like in every design. I mean,
Cool.
and so, yeah.
Come see my closet.
Yeah. But I do think no matter what, like Angel said, I think if the shoe fits, wear it. I know that.
Yeah,
But like really, if it feels good, I mean, that's like teachers. Like if you're on your feet all day
long.
pay what you need. And I'm friends with teachers, and they do spend the money.
Even nurses.
Nurses, let's go.
Oh.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody that's going to be on your feet for a long time.
If you think practical, that's my problem.
Yeah.
Well, and that's like, even when Justin was in the store all day and those concrete floors, you think about cooks who are on those concrete floors all day. You talk about warehouse people. Like, I mean, come on. Your feet are your base.
Absolutely.
And if you do not take care of your feet,
Yeah.
Like how I just had that voice influx there. You don't take care of your feet.
You're so passionate about this.
I am, and I will say this: Archie does have flip-flop socks. You will never catch me in them. Ever.
Yeah. I've seen them, but I have seen them.
Oh, I almost want to buy you a pair just to be like, I bought you those and I think you should wear them.
And
I
then
don't know
it's
that I
a
could do
gift,
that.
so you have to wear them.
That's right.
You have to use them if it's a
At
gift.
least once.
Right. So anyway, but it's very interesting, and so 'tis the season for flip flops, and get your toes ready, and
I'm ready.
get
my
all-
toes are not ready. Oh, are your toes always ready?
Oh, look.
Yeah, she got them done.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And a nice little, I don't even know what color that is, but
Purple,
I had mine-
pinkish.
it's like a pinkish purple. I was ready for spring.
I had mine done, but
I
then
love
the salt water
Mm.
is just really rough on
I
it.
did mine at home.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
what?
I did mine at home.
You did that yourself?
Yeah, it literally is just toenail polish.
You,
That's great.
you holler for
Thank
Justin
you.
to come in and do the massage, and
That'd be nice. That
I
would
bet
be
he
nice.
would.
I know he would.
I don't
Justin
think he,
does
Justin
everything.
doesn't like feet.
Ooh, that's me.
What?
I'm not a feet person
No,
either.
he would be like, just go pay and get a pedicure.
I am so surprised because
Here's your
Justin's
$80.
like-
Go get you.
Yeah, he'd be like,
You're
go.
buying the sandals. You could keep the $80 and go buy the.
He's like, I will
Archie.
literally buy you a new pair of sandals for you not to have me. do
Well,
that.
and I
That's
will say,
funny.
my feet were really gross, you know, because they get that way in the winter. So I did have to do the whole pedicure thing at home.
Well, yeah, you can do that, but I'm surprised that he doesn't kick in on that.
No, he's not going to do that.
But I'm not a feet person either, so I can relate.
Yeah, he's not going to do that at all. He loves me, but not enough to do my feet.
All right, well, today is the 4th day of April. I want to say a big shout out to my husband's birthday today, and happy birthday to Greg.
Happy birthday, Gregory.
Also, today is Matt Abbott's birthday. I want to give a big shout out to
Oh, Matt Abbott.
Matt
Mhm.
Abbott, happy
Every
birthday.
year, every year. I
Birthday
always-
twins.
I know, and I always think every year that we're going to send them to do something. I always think, like,
You should see.
send them to go celebrate together, but I never get with them all. But anyway, but I think, yeah, so happy
All
birthday
right,
to.
Greg and Matt, that is your cue.
That's right.
Hint, hint, nudge,
I love
nudge.
that.
That's right. Go have cake and celebrate. Okay?
You can have your cake and eat it too today.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Today is 404. It's actually a Bonzo Bottler Day. When the month and the day are the same, that's called Bonzo Bottler Day. So it's also 404 Day.
Bonzo Bottler.
Bonzo Bottler is when the day and the month,
are the same.
Yeah. So today is 4/4.
I love that.
So today is Holy Tuesday. Okay. Today is Hug a News Person Day. I feel like I do a lot.
Hug a
of
news
Hug a
person.
news person.
Yeah.
I'll hug you when this is over.
I love that. I'll take a hug. International Carrot Day. Anybody like carrots?
Raw carrots. I don't like.
Okay,
carrots.
so I think this is funny because I think that is the general consensus that, like, my kids will eat raw carrots, but if I roast them or cook them,
Ugh.
it's off the board.
Well, okay, here's where I'm at. It's okay. That's funny. Put a pin in that right there. Okay, hang on. Come at. Okay. So I saw a table set the other day, and I want to do this for Easter. It was a beautiful ham,
Oh,
and it was cooked beautiful, and they had
Easter Sunday, isn't it?
yes.
Yes,
shoot.
it is. Yeah, it is.
That's why it's Holy Tuesday.
Yeah.
So they took the carrots and they glazed them, and it looked
Yes.
This looked so, like the photo, and I thought I want to reenact this photo. So
Yes.
but that would involve me cooking those carrots. Well, my group, just like Angel said, is not really crazy about cooked carrots, and also cooked carrots mean like you have to put a lot of sugar on them to get that
Yeah, that brown sugar.
brown sugar to get that pretty glaze. And I don't do that.
Now, I'll say this. I don't like the canned carrots. I think that's gross. I do like roasted carrots, though. Not the glazed. I don't want them slimy. But when I
Yeah.
do like my roasted vegetables, I do like them roasted.
Do not put me down for any roasted.
I don't mind them roasted.
But I wanted that. I wanted that
Whatever
photo
carrots.
look.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should just do a couple just for the photo shoot. Right.
Well, like I've got time to do that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do
Good grief.
this for the photo shoot. Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, International Carrot Day, which I do love carrots. I tell you what I did. This was cool. It took me forever to find the carrots that have the real stalk on them. You know what I mean?
Oh,
The real
yeah.
pretty green. You buy them like more like of your natural like food places
Right.
with the green, like the Bugs Bunny green.
Or you just grow them yourself.
Well,
That's a lot of work.
in a good world, in a perfect
Yeah.
world. You know what I mean?
Can't always do it.
So I had to. So you take those and you
Yeah.
put them in a vase. And you put them in a vase.
A vase? I'm going to put them in a vase.
And put them on the table. Okay, so it took me forever, ever to get these carrots. Okay, I mean I actually had to go out of town.
But you
to
found them.
them. Well, then I bring them and I put them in my vase.
Yeah.
not one person noticed. I promise.
Yes, I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Angel was there and did not even notice.
And you're like, man, I worked so hard on that.
I thought it was just going to be like such a cool thing. And you know what
Yeah.
ended
I
up
don't even know
happening?
what you're talking about.
I know. See, she
Nope.
has no idea. Nobody even noticed.
You're like, and I was so proud.
I was so I was beating my chest excited.
Nope.
That's when you need to be like, look at my beautiful decorations.
Well, then if I bring attention to it, then it's like, I want them to notice it on their own. They just,
I can see that.
Yeah, so anyway, ended up.
We'll notice the stuff that she didn't spend any time on or that wasn't supposed
No,
to
I
be
know.
there.
No, it's why didn't you? Or so, you know, I mean, they notice the why didn't yous or you forgot the. Yeah, but anyway, sorry.
No, oh, she is fine.
That makes me sad.
Oh, good grief,
I
no.
didn't go in there. No,
No,
But anyway,
no.
so they sit there in that water all day long, and I had to end up.
Listen, if she wanted people to know, she should have said something, okay?
I know.
Just buy the fake ones.
You can buy them with the fuzzy things.
I'm sure you could. I mean, probably at like a
I'm
Hobby Lobby or
I'm not going hunting for these. I'm done.
probably
My-
Amazon.
The hunt is over.
The hunt is over. Sure, I
Yeah.
it's over. Yeah. But you know what's not over real fast, Becky?
Oh, I know.
Our sponsor.
Yeah.
So, Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fantastic Sam's, Fox, Purlee Wealth Management, and Po' Boys. barbecue.
Boys.
Oh, yum. That sounds so good right now. The big cheese fries
Yeah.
with barbecue on it.
Pig pen.
Pigpen. That's
Pig
exactly what it is.
The pig pen.
The
Okay,
big
back
pen.
to Easter.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I wanted
International
to
Day for Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action.
Mine or mind?
Mine, M-I-N-E, mine.
Mine. Oh, I definitely thought you were saying
Like
mind.
Minecraft. Or like
For
mining?
Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action.
Jeep.
Jeep Day, here we go. Woohoo!
I do own a Jeep.
Yep, there we go.
I do not. I did. I used
Jeep
to.
thing, yeah.
I used to.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys are gonna like
Do
this.
you guys know I've never been ducked in my Jeep?
You never been ducked?
I had not until and then it's funny
Well,
'cause
you
it-
could because you don't drive it enough.
But I drive it all the time in the summer.
Well, you don't drive it all the time in the year.
Well, no, because right now it's hooked up to the trailer.
You know what's funny?
So
Oh, those are pretty.
it's hooked up to the
Oh,
trailer.
you
right
buy
now.
those?
I'll buy those. You need to get
The
those.
fake carrots. I need it one day delivery. I need the prime. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, I'm gonna just my group. No, it's okay. You got to know your audience. No,
That's right.
They don't care.
We're not looking at the decor. We're looking at the food.
That's
But
exactly
Jeep
right. With my
Day.
group, yeah, my group was looking at the food. That's exactly right. Well, I think the thing about the ducking. Okay, I hadn't been. It took me a little while when I had got my Jeep before I got ducked, and I want to say I remember my first ducking.
I remember mine.
I remember that my
You're
first
a duck
duck.
virgin.
My first,
Listen, I don't know that I want to be ducked.
Well, I want to
Why?
say.
It's clutter.
Oh no, Shelby Lehman from Papa John's. She put my first duck. She was my first duck. Yeah,
You remember that?
I remember
love
that.
I
It was
love
like,
that that's important.
we had fun. We had fun.
Oh, I didn't know you knew who ducks you.
Well, I saw her accidentally do it. You know, I mean, she was out there doing it. I saw
Yeah.
it. Well,
You're
it
not
was-
supposed to know.
Okay.
Oh.
I was there. She went outside. I came back and I had a duck. So let's, No, but the other ones. Now I did. It was really cool because when I have been ducked before, I got a really cool one.
Yeah.
And it was a parking lot, and it really, and I kept thinking, I wonder if they're watching my reaction.
Well, and so I'm sitting here thinking people just walk around with like these bags of rubber duckies.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it.
Oh, I
but-
do. They just keep them in their car, their Jeep, and then they just, whenever they're somewhere, they'll
Yeah. So do you, like, if you duck somebody, do you like take one off of your dash and give it, or do you
No, I
just
don't
keep
get
a bag?
No, I keep mine.
Well, then how do you duck people?
You would get extra. I haven't ducked anyone. I've been ducked several times. I've not gave the ducks. I've only
See, and
received.
maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to.
I'm
get
not a
bag of
giver. I'm a
ducks.
receiver.
Maybe I need to put that out in the universe, and I
Yeah.
need to have a bag
Yeah,
of ducks.
well, I
and
can't
need to
believe you.
start
I
just
can't believe
ducking.
you've been ducked 3 times. You don't duck back.
I haven't ducked back.
Why would you not duck back?
Because you don't think about it
I
sometimes.
just honestly, just.
That's what I'm saying. I've had my Jeep
I think
for 2
that's your
years.
obligation as a Jeep owner.
Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I have not been ducked
Go
because I'm
back
not
to
putting
your
it out
go
there.
back to your
That's right.
Amazon. Buy your ducks.
What
Yeah,
kind of ducks? I wonder if I could buy like radio personnel ducks.
I've tried. I don't see any ducks like that.
But see, I don't love rubber
Are you
ducks.
gonna?
Because I think they're gross if you could actually like use them like in the water. Like I did the rubber duck thing with my kids,
Ugh.
and I like had to throw them away soon after because of all the stuff that gets in them when
That's
you actually
why you
use
put
them.
hot glue in the part where the water doesn't go in.
But also they don't
Well,
stand
I didn't
up.
buy them since my first kid, so
They don't stay up. They always go to the side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't get it like like in a like
In a duck pond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always go to the side, and then it's like okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't do we think rubber ducks. I like they had all kinds like
Rubber duck
sold. Walmart sold like all kinds of different like they did a sailor, they did a fireman, a police officer. They did all these really cool ducks.
I think we've just gotten to the point
Where we put them on Jeeps rather than in the water.
Well, okay, yeah, that too. But I think we've gotten to the point where a rubber duck is not just a rubber duck. Like it's got to be something. And I'm like, can we just go back to the all natural rubber
You
duck?
can get
They have those. They have blue ones and they have pink ones too and purple.
Yeah, I'm looking. Look at all these rubber duck toy duckies for kids, Jeep, bath toys. So I mean, like it's even advertised that this is for
There you go.
Jeep.
See. Also, Walmart has some too.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
All right, today's also, I'm going to switch gears, National Cordon Bleu Day. I love Cordon Bleu.
Love me some cordon bleu.
Bleu.
There's a place that used to have them. I don't think they have them anymore.
They're on the secret menu. You can ask through the drive-thru.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay.
Mhm.
This is, wait, what is?
There's a certain
There's
restaurant.
a restaurant that has them. They don't advertise them, but they'll still make them if you go and ask through the drive-thru.
Okay, all right, okay. Tell a lie day.
I would never tell a lie on purpose.
On purpose?
Like
no.
what?
No, I would not. It's too hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I don't have time for all
But
that.
are there times where you just have to? I mean, like, admittedly, there are times where I tell my kids that elevator does not work today.
Okay, well,
I mean, is that considered like a lie? Because, like, it may not work later on during the day. I don't know.
I just tell my kids no. Like, my favorite thing, and they now get so mad because they're older. They're older now. But it's like, see how easy no rolls off my tongue? No.
No.
Well, it's. I guess it's something that I guess mom get here. Like, I could totally take them on it, but it's like I don't want to.
Yeah, and I think
that's where I come into play. I'll take them on it.
I think though
Well, you're not there.
So this is the key, and I think this is important as we now are transitioning into. So I do tell my kid I don't want to. Like I'm like no because I don't want to. But then on the flip side of that, when I ask them to do something, sometimes they'll be like, no, I don't want to.
Mm.
And I have to give them that grace, but then I reply, depending on what it is, sometimes I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I'm telling I'm not asking. And I've had to, with my kids, specify, this is not a request, this is an order. Like, I'm not asking, I'm telling you. So you don't have to want to, but you're going to.
Well, I guess also in my kids'
Yours are
defense
younger.
here, mine are younger, and be like, if he would say to me, okay, I would do it on my own if you don't want to, but I can't.
Right.
Because I'm 3 years old.
Yeah,
so
I want to take the elevator,
yes.
Mom.
So listen, you're my only option, Mom, if I want to do this.
Just be oblivious. I didn't hear you. I'm so sorry.
What? Oh,
Then
no.
that a lie as well.
We would have done that. We would have so done that.
I would have been like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I would have
didn't
so
hear
done
you.
that.
I mean, it's just like little things like that. Like, I'm like, oh, the elevator's just not working today. And then why, Mommy? And it's like, oh, come on. Do you really need to know why?
They do.
They
They really
I know.
do.
They want to know.
And that's when you're like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't go on the elevator today because we don't weigh enough. There is a weight limit, my guy.
I'm telling you what.
We don't need it.
We'll go flying through the roof.
That's.
Jameson's pretty clever.
This is also Vitamin C Day.
I love me some vitamin C. Kids are on vitamin C from November to April.
And does it work?
I think it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
vitamin C, orange juice. I'm trying to think of what I get vitamin C in.
Oranges.
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 I believe kale. Is kale a big source of vitamin C?
I think there's.
I don't know.
I can't remember vitamin C.
I'm gonna look.
Maybe like lettuce or green.
Vitamin C rich foods. Ooh.
What do we got? Let's see if we can do
Ooh,
it.
20 foods high in vitamin C beyond just oranges.
All right, let's hear it.
Lychee. Nobody's gonna eat a lychee. Ooh, Brussels sprouts. You know my favorite.
Love Brussels sprouts.
75 milligrams per serving.
Oh, love that.
Who knew? Black currants, also not something typical. Mango.
I love mangoes.
Green bell peppers.
I love green bell peppers.
I did not know that. Cauliflower.
I love cauliflower. I love green peppers.
Oranges, of course. Grapefruit, of course. Tomato juice.
Love it. Everybody loves it.
Cantaloupe.
Love that.
Red bell pepper.
Love that.
Papaya.
Love it.
On the CDC's list of food poisoning.
Yes, you listened yesterday.
I did. I think it's fake news, but whatever.
I do too.
Guava. Who's going to eat guava? Broccoli. 81 milligrams per cup of chopped broccoli.
Love broccoli.
Strawberries.
Love strawberries.
So strawberry shortcake is totally helping.
Oh,
boost your
you
immune
know
system.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow kiwi. Hot green chili peppers. I can't even pronounce this. It's a cabbage. Kohlrabi. Sounds like a Pokemon character. Mustard greens. Pineapple.
I like mustard greens. I don't love that.
So there you go. Other foods if you do not like citrus.
Yeah, I love that. All right, sounds good to me. All right, vitamin C day. Walk around things day. Do you guys ever see something and walk around it?
It depends on. My kids do that all the time, though.
If it's a dollar bill, I'm not going to walk around it. But
yeah.
But yeah, my kids see things all the time, and instead of taking care of it, just walk around.
Walk around it.
Yeah. Because it's tell a lie day, and it's I didn't see that.
Yeah, right. Walk around it, or just walk on it too. Like you're literally standing on it. Pick it up.
Yeah.
This is also World Rat Day. Nope.
Oh. Nope, don't put me down for that.
No.
I'm okay with little white mice.
Oh, no.
You are so good.
I can do a snake before I could a mouse.
Well, I do mice to feed the snakes. I mean, there you go. But rats, no. No thank you on the rats.
Nope.
That's not, Today, also, the Cubs will be playing at the Reds, Cincinnati, at 6:40 pregame. Pregame will start at 6:10 p.m.
I do love the Reds too, but I like saying Cubbies.
Well,
I like seeing them lose to the Reds.
There you go. There it is.
There
you
See how I edged in that?
Tell a lie day. Tell a lie day is coming in clutch these days.
Look at me trying to act like I know baseball.
And you turned red just because you knew, because I'm telling you right now.
It's the Reds.
You can't beat the Reds. They're just fantastic. They're a wonderful group to work with. They're above and beyond, So anyway, so hopefully they'll get the victory, and they're on top, so we hope they keep on top, you know what I mean? Once you're on top, the only other way to go, unless you...
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right, also, the average person's first impression is made in 27 seconds. Do you think that's true?
Oh, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it probably takes 27 years to change that first impression.
I can't imagine what you'd be talking about, Autumn.
Listen, I'm a lot to take. It's okay. I'm all right with that.
All right. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, but you also only have a few seconds to make that first impression.
That's right.
Okay.
I don't know. I think people do make first impressions, and while I agree that you don't get a second chance to make a first impression, I do sometimes think that if people have open minds, then you can change that first impression.
Okay, if people have open minds.
If people have open minds.
Yeah, if people have open minds.
People open their minds,
Because here's the thing, people do change.
Yeah.
I mean, people change.
Some people have bad days.
Yeah.
Well, and you can't always, because they might not respond to you as much, but they might be having a bad day.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe their kid dumped chocolate milk all over the kitchen floor and they're running late, and that's the moment, you want to stop and talk to them, and they're just trying to get home and clean up the chocolate milk before it ruins the floor.
Well,
did that happen to you?
That has happened before, maybe, possibly.
I'm like, are we speaking from first-hand experience?
I'm just saying, though, you don't know what people go through.
Correct. Somebody might have three crazy kids that are just going wild every second of the day, and they just, that's a possibility for some people.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. I try not to be somebody that goes off of first impressions all the time. I try to have grace for people.
Well, and that's good.
I try to be a good read of people. I've been burned in the past.
Yeah, and that happens. I'm a little bit gullible sometimes.
But it's always better to go ahead go full throttle, and then if you do get burnt, you get burnt. But
Yeah.
at least you're keeping that open.
Yeah.
That door.
I do try.
Yeah.
I fail sometimes.
Well, don't we all? I mean, that's the thing. The thing that you have to keep doing is trying. You know, you can't. It's not a matter of just saying I'm done. You know, what I mean? You can't do that. That's just.
Sometimes I wish.
Not a problem.
Sometimes
You cannot
I
wave
wish
the
I were
white
a
flag,
quitter.
Autumn. Autumn, no
I
one
don't
can do
know.
You gotta go further. Onward, ho, you go. All right. Let's see the average person. Okay, so a survey. The survey. I don't know where they. I'd love to be a survey person on this though. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, but you only have a few seconds. Okay, a survey found that the average person makes a first impression into 27 seconds after meeting someone, and about 1 in 3 people usually make it first impressions in under 10 seconds. What can you tell about someone in just a few seconds? Okay, obviously you notice their appearance. You can't judge a person
I
on
don't
that.
think you
You don't
can.
know what's going on. You know what I mean?
You can, but you shouldn't.
I think it depends on where you're at.
Well, then there's that.
I mean, you can't judge somebody at the Walmart in 10 seconds because you don't know where they're coming from.
There's all kinds of different people go to Walmart.
But if you are going, like, I'm sorry, if you're going to step into my office, and I think this is important because looking at me, I'm a very unprofessional person. I don't dress up for things. And I do have some people that if I were dressed up, like, I think it would turn them away because of where we're at. But then there are other people
I get that.
that I'm not dressed up, so I don't, you know.
Interesting.
No, it's true. I think too, though, with that, I think like if you do see somebody out and they're not dressed up, all up or whatever, they maybe at home, maybe they're cleaning, maybe they had to run and get something.
Right.
You know, and I think you got to give grace on that. You know what I mean? Because we all have, we live
That's
together.
one of the
This is
biggest things.
Like we're like in our community, we're like in a big apartment. Okay, we're all neighbors. We're all living together. And I'm sorry, but sometimes you're going to step out your door and you're going to make a run somewhere to get something. And you're going to have to run.
I think one of the worst things, not worst things, but one of the things that really stood out to me is like, if I'm not dressed up, and like I am in sweats, but the kids shop and there was like, well, you look tired.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh yeah, when you don't have makeup on or something.
Yeah,
it's like,
you look tired. Well, I'm not. I'm wide awake here. Thank you for that.
But I
Thank you for all of that.
Yeah, you look more now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Karen. I am. I have 3 kids and, full-time job and 10,000 other things I do.
I'm so glad you're helping me with my looks today, though. Thank you.
No,
for
it's true.
Boosting
That is,
me up a little bit here.
I think, though, people do that trying to...
Like
I don't know what they're trying to do.
Sympathize,
But
maybe?
I'm like,
I don't know.
if you would just turn that and be like, hey, I think you're doing a great job today. Like, just a little bit of positivity. Why is negativity our go-to?
I know. But people, and I think honestly, people don't know what to say. It's just like, okay, when you have your when you walk in somewhere and you're pregnant with your 6th child. I mean, don't.
I hate when they're like, "Oh, you got your hands full." No joke.
Oh my
no
God.
joke.
You're gonna listen. every day. You know. Oh man, Autumn, you just.
I have 3 kids under the age of 5. Like, I do remember that.
You just poked the bear over here because it's an everyday comment to me. And literally, I literally, people say, "Oh, she's got her hands full," and I'm like, "You should see my heart."
Yeah.
Literally, what I just say back to them.
And I would say that. I would turn that.
Well, that, and you know what I mean, on mine, it was like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean, like,
You know what causes that?
Oh,
I know what causes it. You know what I respond to that? I know we're on radio, but when people would say stuff like that to me, I'm like, yep, and I enjoy it every time, so.
Oh my God. Well, Abby, yep, and I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, I think that I don't think, on the other person's, I think they just don't know what to say.
Well, you don't have to say anything.
I know, but they
just say hi.
You have some people, they know exactly what they're saying.
Maybe they do. I try to give them grace. I really had a T-shirt that said things not to say to me while I'm expecting, because it was like, oh, are you trying for a boy? Oh,
don't touch the bump.
That? Yeah. Oh, they're all over that. They want to just touch the belly.
And man, not me. People go to touch my belly, I'd smack their hands.
I would. Don't touch me.
I'm like, no. Mm-mm.
Ain't gonna happen.
I mean, I'm not the biggest touchy-feely person anyway, so when you have a stranger trying to touch your stomach.
Well, after I had one of them, I was in a school, and I have it. I think you touch your belly when you're pregnant, and so
Well, the baby at one point can feel. I mean, so.
But
Do we really want him feeling everybody else but us, right?
Well, and I was touching the belly after the baby was born, just out of habit, I think. And I'm in a school in Kentucky doing a practicum. And I'm standing there, and the lunch lady goes, as I touch my stomach now, lunch lady goes, "Oh, when are you due?" I was like, "Oh, 6 weeks ago. Thank you so much." Like,
thank you for that postpartum boost.
Yeah.
Thank you for that postpartum boost you just gave here.
Like, that is something that and I don't think they were trying to, I'm sitting here rubbing my belly doing, but I was just like, I will never say anything. And I don't care if I'm not 100% sure they are pregnant, I will never say anything.
Right.
Like, I won't.
Yeah, I agree. These are things,
Body shapes are just different for some people, like some people might.
Dr. Seuss character.
Oh my gosh, you are not. No, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying, it's best to not assume. I mean, because that's really hurtful. That's for somebody that is not, and that might be carrying some,
Yeah.
Like that's hurtful.
Somebody that's already postpartum and hormonal, like.
Well, yes, and that too.
Like 6 weeks ago, thanks so much.
But I will say it is kind of refreshing though that you did at least have that behind you. But like some people that might not, and then they get asked or something, I think that is just that's sad.
I think that as moms,
not cool.
And I'm not saying dads don't either, but we get so wore down. I remember just like thinking, I do know things. I remember like saying that out loud. I do know things. I can't, they're just not coming
Oh, yeah, I said that the other day. I'm not as dumb as I sound, I promise. I promise I'm not.
It's not coming, things just aren't.
I do think mommy brain is real, though.
Oh, I do, too.
Like, I do. I think that is real.
Well, when you're breastfeeding and your nutrients are going out.
Yep,
we'll
say that. That's exactly what's going on.
Food in you, and
yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, I think, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, you notice their appearance. Okay, but some other things that people say they notice.
A smile.
A friendly smile, number one. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. I do like a friendly smile. I do what?
If you have RBF, not a friendly smile. And I love to smile. I love people.
The worst is when you smile at them and then they look perfect. Like and they don't smile back.
I know.
It's like, whoa.
And you know who the worst is?
Cold.
You know who does that the worst?
Are we going to name drop?
That's what I was thinking. What's about to happen here?
Kids.
Oh, okay.
Kids. Sometimes kids are brutal, and like I'll be smiling at them, and they're just like, no. I'm like, I'm a little, like kids are bad about that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but it's like, okay, I don't want to smile at you anyway.
That's hilarious.
Okay, good manners.
Yep. I agree. Yeah. I like please and thank you. I do. I'm a big.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I did have somebody tell me
I'm
the
sorry,
other day,
pardon me.
They were talking about one of my children, and they said, "Oh, they're just so polite." And
that's wonderful.
Like, awesome.
That's
great.
And they said, I've never had them in class. I don't really know them, but every time I hear them talk, they're so polite, and I just know they're a good kid.
I love that.
And I was like, well, I appreciate that, because I need them at home.
They get that. Put the fear of God in them.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that is good. Yeah. And I think good manners, I think when you're out, like in somebody, like even like, okay, like if you're let's say you're in a store, and there's a walkway or something, and it's like, and you let somebody go in front of you, and you're like, oh, go ahead. I think people are appreciative of that. Or if you do step out, oh, excuse me, or oh, I'm sorry. People really, like, I've noticed that people really are amazed that I say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Does that make, what I'm saying? Like, I can see that. And I'm like,
I don't know. I think that sometimes we say I'm sorry whenever it's just not.
I'm sorry, so sorry. I just walk around sorry.
Yeah. I do.
I'm sorry.
I know what but we do.
Right?
We're like, I'm sorry, I'm in your way.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're really not.
But I don't think people are used to that. I think I don't think we're doing
But they say that's not something that you're supposed to be sorry for.
Well, I'd rather say
like
I'm sorry
it's just something like, oh, excuse me.
I mean, if something,
I'm the Midwestern. Oops.
I try to be,
to
be self-aware.
Remember on Little Rascals? What's happening over there? And then you go,
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Now
with
I do make my boys open doors. Like, I do.
I told you. You keep on.
I make
No, I think that's
I
great.
want your boys. I love that. You get it, boys.
And I don't.
Do your thing, boys.
Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I do not let my daughter open doors. Like, I mean, if it's just me and her, okay. But, like, if we are going someplace as a family, no, you will wait and they will open the door for you.
I love that.
Like, you know, and I think part of that is not that we're not capable. Like, we know how to open doors.
It's a gentleman thing.
But I have boys.
Yeah.
And they will open the door.
Yeah, I love that.
Like,
and I will take that. I will
You'll
I
open
will
the
walk
doors,
right
slave.
on. I will walk. No, I
Hey,
will
I
walk
love
right
me
on
some
through
good
there.
chivalry.
Yeah.
I am not
No,
above
that's
it.
good.
I mean,
That's
I'm
good.
very
That's
big
good.
on that.
Good. Okay, good manners. Eye contact.
Yeah. So we've had this conversation before because, like, eye contact, I kind of used to struggle with because I'd like be looking at both eyes, and Justin's like, "You look like you're shifty. You look like you're lying." And I'm like, "Well, I'm just trying to look you in the eye." And he's like, "Just focus on one eye." Like, just
Focus on one eye.
Focus on one spot.
Which eye are you looking at? Mine.
I don't know. Like, I'm looking at this one. But, like, I literally would be like,
good.
Depending on the conversation, though, like, if I'm, like, in thought, like, I can, like, roll my eyes up and be like,
Yeah. Well, Justin is I don't want to say expert, but he is very good at body language, which really drives me nuts some days.
Okay, Justin is just, like, a superhuman.
I know. That's why I don't know why he don't like feet. I can't
He
believe
doesn't
he
like
doesn't like
feet.
feet.
It's his weakness.
We found one thing. We found one thing. I'm going to write that on the wall.
Yeah.
Justin's not
But
a feet
he's been reading people for 27 years, like, that's what
I'm
you
gonna
do.
be. I'm gonna go see what he says about me. I really do.
Good grief.
I know.
No, you don't.
No, maybe be careful what you wish for, right?
It's just
You got
better.
27 seconds.
That's right.
That's
What he
just
says
better
is
left
right.
unsaid, I think.
But yeah, so I used to be really bad at eye contact because I'm like,
Well, I used to have somebody, and I'm not gonna name drop, but when they would talk to you, they would like look at your mouth, and then I didn't know if they were like hard of hearing. Or,
right, like they were
they
reading
just didn't want
lips.
to, yeah, but I don't think that was it. I think they just didn't want to look in my eyes. I think they just I don't know. It was just
Sometimes, I don't know. I don't pay attention where I look. So, like I said, sometimes, like, I'm, like, thinking, or, like, I'm thinking while I'm talking. And,
wait, hang on. I'm thinking my mouth moving so much. That person was like, "Why won't you shut that thing up?" That's probably what they were thinking.
wait, hang on. It doesn't stop. Hang on.
Yeah.
It's still going.
That's why they were.
It's the Energizer Bunny.
Not that.
I feel that way about some of my kids.
Oh, don't we all?
I'm sure they feel that way about
Don't
me
we
though
all?
sometimes.
Don't we all?
And I can't even, like, when they don't stop talking, like, I'm just kind of like, well, they get to honest. Like, I can't even be mad.
No, don't even be mad.
Oh, I
okay,
know.
good manners,
I
eye
know.
contact, to be punctual.
I'm out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am better about that, though.
It depends on the setting.
And it depends on, again, how like, now that my kids are older, it is easier. But when they were younger, no.
Okay, being good at conversation.
Yep, conversationalist.
It's important. It's
I'm a
important.
great conversationalist.
I am too.
That's right. I can probably have a conversation about anything in the entire world.
Me too.
I mean, it's
and I will go there. It will.
and somehow I will bring it back around to something that I like. Even if I don't know about it, I'm sure that I know something that it can relate to that I do know about.
Yeah. So okay, then hold on. Then this one was on dressing well.
Also out on that.
Well, I think too.
Why do you like? I think you're dressed well right now.
She always says that. She's.
Autumn, you're really like
have to have
shooting
anybody
yourself
say
down
negative.
today.
She's negative of herself.
No, I'm not. No,
You
like,
do,
I
yeah.
think dressing well, I guess for me, like, dressing well, in my mind, is, like, professional, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
I don't, because I'm not, like, I want to be comfortable. So, like, I would say this is comfortable. Like, I'm not sloppy.
Jeans are not comfortable.
Like, oh, yeah, I love my jeans. Like, I'm not a sloppy dresser, but
No.
I guess for me, when we're saying dressing well, I think polished and full makeup, you know what I mean? Like, I'm comfortable, but I would not say I am dressed well as far as in a professional way.
Oh, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't probably wear jeans to like a professional setting.
I absolutely would. I would, and I'd wear flip flops.
But I think
too.
jeans and a nice blazer.
But hang on, but
that
your
looks
professional
nice.
setting, like I'm talking like maybe a different professional setting than what you're thinking. Though.
I don't know. You go to my corporate office and they frown on me. Like, I mean,
You know what?
And I'm okay with that. I'm like, listen, you see what you get.
I'm a woman of the people.
Like,
right.
I don't even care.
Well,
So that's what I mean. Not that I'm like, oh, you're a whore. Like I'm in rags or anything,
Right.
but I just am not a professional.
Okay, because when
dresser.
somebody says, "Oh, I'm dressing comfy," I'm like leggings and sweats. To me.
Yeah, and that's what I wear at home all the time.
Okay.
Well, I think too. Okay, like I noticed. Let's
Because
go back.
jeans to me are not lounge.
Let's go back to being a mommy. I noticed, and this is something I felt. Okay, this is personal. It might not be anything. Nobody get offended because this is my personal. When I had my 6 daughters dressed nice,
Mm-hmm.
we got more response than what I did if we were out, like if they were out playing, and we ran in a store.
Right.
Then it was, I was made to feel different than what I was when they were all 6 together. Like when they were all dressed nice and
Right.
hair done and everything, I felt
So when you say
people
nice,
did not judge me like they did. Like, okay, let's say we were at Brock Creek playing and we ran to the store real quick to get like supper or whatever.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We had just come from a playing event, and I know you're supposed to. I mean, I always felt judged more.
When you say dress nice, though, do you mean like, oh, their hair was done, they were in dresses, like Sunday best dressed?
Yes, or like I always
Yeah.
dressed them alike. You know, remember I did a lot of likes. So
Yeah.
like when they were dressed nicer,
Yeah.
I got more of a. I felt more like it
like
was
you got your crap together.
yeah than
Yeah.
what I did like.
No, well, I mean, like, I've had people tell me that. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, I don't know if it was just Jameson or Jameson and Fletcher. Like, I've had actually somebody come up to me, actually, it's probably happened a couple times, and say, "Oh, it's really nice that you do that." That you, and
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think, and I do think it's nice, but also, I mean, you live. I mean,
practical every day.
kids play and get dirty.
Right,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's always nice, and I always felt like. Cause
well, that's why he's in my head. Like, when we go to the store and Jameson has a dirty face or Fletcher has a dirty face, I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody get a wipe. Like, we gotta.
See, and I sit here and I think too, like my kids, no, my girl, she likes to dress. My boys, I don't know that Max has ever worn, and I can't say ever because he has, but like, if it's not an elastic waistband, he's not wearing it. Like, he is sweats and shorts and t-shirts and hoodies, and that has been even when he was little. Like, I never dressed my kids like in jeans and things. And even like I'm kind of paying for that now because even like the school dance, he didn't even have pants. He's like, "Can I wear sweatpants?" And like we went, it's like, "Oh, you really have nothing other than sweatpants and
yeah.
you know." So
That's his wardrobe.
that's what I'm saying. For me, I think I don't know.
Well,
I have the
felt like-
opposite problem. So, like, sometimes Jameson, like, we'll just be running the store. I want to fix my hair real quick. And I'm like, we're just going to the store, dude. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
he'll
funny.
sometimes
But no,
say that to me.
I don't know. I just always felt that way. And you got to remember too, my girls went with me a lot.
Yeah.
In business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when we go to like events,
Yeah.
they went to a lot of events with me. I always felt like I had to have them 100% dressed. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
More so than, I don't know. I felt like the response was always different on that.
Yeah. I
You know?
believe that though.
Yeah. But when I see children out and I see that where they have been playing, and they have that, I love that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm all
So,
about that.
yeah, you let them have fun. And you fed them today. Great.
I think
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
can tell, like, they have messy faces. Okay, great. They probably had a great day. They
Yeah,
had
no,
fun.
but they're living their best life.
Yeah, and I think too, we in this time we miss that a little bit. Like kids don't go out the way they used to go outside and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I agree with that.
I mean,
Right.
And I'm sad about that.
All right, if you're interacting with a stranger, a first impression may be your only impression, but there are times when it's more impactful with a job interview, a date, or meeting someone important in a friend or family member's life. But keep in mind that no one makes a good first impression 100% of the time. In the survey, the average person says that they think they make a good first impression 45% of the time. There we go.
I would think that's accurate.
45% of the time.
Yeah.
not
I
even
think
half
that's
the time.
accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's true.
I think it's very, very interesting. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also, I do want to say the Reds won last night, so they did beat the Cubs.
I
So
love that.
let's hope they continue on. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah.
How many games are in a series? Is it 7?
I cannot remember how. I don't.
How many games are in a series?
Yeah, like they
Is it-
play. Don't they play the same team like over and over,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah,
they're
is it-
playing
I
the
don't think
Cubs
it's
again
seven.
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm googling.
Okay.
it.
Yeah. I was
All
like,
right. This is another thing. Getting ready for Easter. Limited. It's usually that's what I thought. 4. It's 4.
Okay, it is
Yeah.
4.
Mhm.
Okay.
I thought 4, and I started to say 4, but I do love the number 7. So
The number 7 is the number of completion.
Uh,
So
7
that's why
is
I was
but
thinking
4
7.
Oh, that makes. They have to win 4, right?
No, they just play 4.
What if they win 3? Then do they have to play the 4?
Yeah, they do. They sold the tickets.
Oh, that's
They got-
true.
you got it, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
it's
I
a
didn't
game,
think of that. Yeah.
They've got some of the time they got these
It's
tickets.
not the best out of.
Well, I'm
2
like,
out of 3 or 3 out,
admittedly, I need to educate
Well,
myself on baseball more.
Speaking
so
of the
than
Reds, you know what I mean? They are really there was a, and I'm gonna be very respectful of this, but there was a tragedy that happened last week, and there was someone that was really a Reds fan, and the Reds are taking care of it. It's just fantastic
Yeah.
the way they do things behind the scenes.
And I do love that. And I
They,
think
no, they do. It's just so they're just so awesome. You know what I mean? They don't
think,
do it for anything else but just being good people.
Right.
They're really good people.
and I think too, a lot of people are like, oh, they're just money hungry.
No.
Talk about professional
Yeah,
sports.
right,
But it's
right,
like,
right,
no,
right,
a lot
right.
of times those professional sports teams, they give back so
Oh.
much.
They do, and you might not see it because a lot it's they'll do it and they don't still talk about it.
Right, because
You know?
we don't need the attention for
No,
it. We don't
no,
do
they're
it
not
for...
doing it. They're doing it for the right reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like if you take a meal to somebody's house, you know what I mean, or something. You're doing it for the right
That's
reason.
why
You're
I hate
not.
when people put that kind of stuff on social media.
Yeah.
It's like, are you doing it because you want to help, or are you doing it for acclimate?
Oh my gosh, somebody just came to mind when you said that. We are not name dropping, but I'm just saying it's just so funny when you said that.
Yeah, and
Somebody
it's
immediately
like,
came
really
to my
like,
mind.
yeah. I mean, those kind of things you just do and you just don't talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just, yeah. So anyway, I just want to say they last week they really came in. They're fantastic.
I love that.
Yeah, they are good. All right. Also, the Louisville Bats are going too. They're going strong, and so I want to remind everybody we'll be doing Bats tickets and Reds tickets, and also White Sox up there. Anybody wants to go to Chicago? Chicago's fun. Go up to Chicago.
I do enjoy Chicago.
Oh.
I haven't been for a while.
You can go from Indiana to Chicago on a train, which is fun.
Yes, and I want to do that with my kids.
You
I
need
think
to
that
do
would be
that.
a fun
And go to a
thing
White Sox
We'll go to a
game.
White Sox
Yeah.
game. Yeah,
I think that's great.
That'll be great.
it'll be fun. All right, and the Pacers. We got the Pacers. We gave away some tickets. Got more tickets and stuff to give away.
Pacers. Now basketball, I do know. I know basketball pretty well.
Okay, let's talk about Peeps. Okay, you know well, we're talking about Easter. People like Peeps, and you can actually take Peeps and make them. This is kind of cool. Make them like a s'more. People make like.
I have seen that.
And actually, I thought about doing it because you take like a layer of chocolate and then you put like the cute little Peeps on top.
I'll just stick to the regular
Okay,
marshmallows.
and then all you do is put a graham cracker next to them, and you got a little dessert dish.
I don't know. I've been wronged by a Peep somewhere or something because I don't
Do you
know.
think they make cute Easter decor? You know, when they set
They
them
do.
around the-
No.
I'm thinking of
I
on-
wish
on
I
White-
did like them.
On White Christmas, when she comes down, I've been wrong. Love did me wrong. Peeps did me wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
How can
care
a Peep
for
do
them.
you wrong?
I don't know.
honestly. I don't know. I mean, they're not like, I'm not going to run around and eat Peeps, but I wouldn't.
There
pass up a Peep.
we took a consensus yesterday in the Walmart aisle of
Oh.
Peeps.
They're a little gritty.
Wait,
They're too gritty for me.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe
Yeah,
the
they're too
texture.
gritty.
Maybe it's the texture. Maybe that's my problem.
Yeah, they have that sugary grit.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
don't,
it's just
mm-mm.
plain
Well, they have
sugar all
every
over.
flavor you want now. I mean, they've really gone crazy.
They have
Okay,
a
and
Dr.
I will-
Pepper flavor, don't they,
I
or
will
something
say
like that?
this: I used to be so much more fun. I
Where
really
did it go?
I don't
Autumn?
know, but like
Where is it?
I walked through the aisle and I gotta go buy Peeps today. But I walked through the aisle and I'm like, why can we not just have the regular yellow Peep?
Well,
Like, why do we have to have Dr. Pepper and jelly bean and
Because the
hot
yellow
sauce
ones
and
aren't
pickle
cutting it.
flavored and,
ooh,
like, I just
just
stop it.
The
What
yellow
about
the
the ice
yellow ones are
cream?
not
I mean,
cutting it.
It's
They're
like,
not.
just stop it.
yeah, macaroni and cheese.
I
ice
feel that
cream.
way about these movie remakes too. It's like, can you
Oh,
just not
I
keep the
know.
original thing?
I know.
Get a new idea.
I know.
Zero innovation here.
Yeah,
I feel
know.
that way.
I
We're
agree.
losing. We are digressing.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's my.
Well, Consumer Reports is reminding parents. Okay, here we go. If you celebrate Easter by scarfing down packages of Peeps, you're probably not too worried about nutrition. Nothing good can come from Peeps passing through your digestive system, though. Consumer Reports remind parents that Peeps contain and known as, is it carcinogen? Carcinogen.
Yeah, carcinogen.
It's an artificial color red dye, number 3.
Oh.
So are Peeps poisoning kids? Maybe.
Maybe. We might be poisoning them.
It's not any worse than the candy. I mean,
well, I'll tell you what. I
This
don't
is
know why
horrible.
our country allows the artificial colors and dyes like they do.
I know. You're right. Okay, so
Well, I do know why.
are we poisoning our kids? Maybe. But red dye number 3 is in thousands of food products and is allowed by the FDA, despite being banned from
other countries.
Hold on, no, it's banned from being used in lipstick or other cosmetics.
And other countries.
Yes, and other
You're
countries.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to jump on that wagon, though. I'm going to...
Okay, the company that makes Peeps say that their products are all in compliance with the FDA regulations, and all ingredients are listed on their packaging. Red dye number 3 is in purple, pink colored Peeps. Purple and pink colored Peeps. And the FDA says they have no comment. They're not commenting on that. Surprise!
I'm going to leave that
Okay,
right there.
all right, we're going to put a little
Yeah.
pin in that and leave it. All right, we've just got a few minutes left here, and we got to talk AFP. You guys, so I guess
Yes.
keeping up with everything, keeping up going
Yes.
further, getting closer to the election.
Yes, getting close to the election. Still waiting for those candidates to see what's going to happen next year. That's kind of more or less. I mean,
Speaking of election,
getting all choked up over here over it. Yeah, so yeah, just still I mean, it's gonna be a process. So I mean, might sound like a broken record for a little while, but I mean, that's just that's what it takes to rally the troops up. And if you're gonna get people behind you and get people like-minded together, you got to find those people.
Well, that is true. This is very true, and I think that more now than ever, I think there's a lot of things that are being said. They're talking about still the balloons in the news, and
Yep.
and there's a lot of things to be thought about. So you definitely need to be doing your homework and staying up on things.
Yes, I mean, staying current. We're about sessions coming to a close this month, as far as Indiana, and so we're right here at the very end. So if you've been following bills, that's going to be exciting. If they stayed the same, it's even more exciting for you. So we're going to close session up, and then more or less we're going to just start building that army up. We're getting involved in that presidential primary race, and so it's starting now. And
have we had anybody that's put their name in the hat, like on I guess is there any name?
No, we're just so it's gonna be a while, or actually it'll be any time, I guess. We've got some people that are doing some talking about it, and we're just kind of waiting to see what they're gonna do. We're gonna check them out as they come in, as they roll in, I guess. But yeah, we want to get involved, and we think the time is now. There's with the way the country is, and inflation the way that it is, and just like we had talked about in the past, that you shouldn't run unless you think that you could make something better, and at least that's one of at least something you have thinking about. So if we can find the right candidate, we want to be able to support them and hopefully get them elected.
Well, and I think it'd be good too, like whenever everybody gets their name in the hat and everybody gets done, I think it'd be good for us to kind of go over like a little bit of each one of them, and not persuading anybody, just kind of here's the. I always like education, yes.
Right. Well, an AFP, that we're gonna, we'll support somebody out of the gate. We'll have a candidate. So this
But you do interviews too.
Oh, we have, yes, and we will have
So it's a
reasons
process,
as to
yeah,
why that we
yeah.
why we
Right.
support and why we feel this candidate is the best candidate for the country. There won't be just willy-nilly, no. I mean, and we don't even have, like I said, we're going to wait till everybody puts their hat in. We're not going to jump the gun and
Right.
say, hey, we really want so and so to run, because we're waiting to see, but we want to be involved in it because we've got to have something's got to give here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this is really tough times right now for constituents, and we're hearing that feedback, as we have volunteers, as we are doing, the canvassing. There's just a lot of people right now that are really struggling. And so, Americans for Prosperity, we've always been, an organization for the constituents, always looking out for the constituents. So we feel that if we get somebody in that position to help out, then, that's what we're going to try to do.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. Well, we'll just keep following it and just keep getting closer and closer as time goes.
Yeah, I mean, and state level races too are going to be happening. I mean, we got a governor's race, senator's race.
Absolutely.
I mean, so we're going to be, we'll have our hands in that as well.
It's
So
going to be really interesting.
yes,
too.
Indiana is going to be a big year this year. So it's going to be.
I like it too. Let's do it. Let's do this.
Let's do that. You know what else?
Let's do it.
We are thankful for our coffee club sponsors: Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fantastic Sam's, Fox Purlee Wealth Management, and Po' Boys Barbecue.
Making me hungry. All right, everyone, have
Yum.
a terrific Tuesday. Thank you, AFP, Americans for Prosperity, for being in the house today.
Thank you, WSLM.
Yeah.
Thank you, Autumn Hall.
That's
Thank
exactly
you,
right.
thank you, Autumn Hall. Thank
All right,
you very
everyone,
much.
have a wonderful Tuesday.
Goodbye.
Fantastic Sam's Cut and Color is hiring stylists. If you're driven, creative, and ready to make an impact, then we're looking.
In the beginning, there was fun on the radio. Then the radio industry fell victim to corporate America and venture capitalist bankers who marched in with their research and up to their armpits in debt and turned the radio band into a wasteland of cookie cutters, faceless, sound-alike stations who completely lost touch with the people they were meant to serve. Then there were two voices that cried out in the wilderness, faint at first, but becoming louder with every passing ratings book. It's okay to have fun again, to give the people what they really want to hear, and not treat them like a sea of mindless followers who have no choice in their radio entertainment. Welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show.
It is 7 minutes past the hour. Let's go. Phone calls, phone calls, phone calls. Start the hour. The real Greg Burgess standing by, ready to take your phone calls at 866-WE-BE-BIG. All 10 lines are available. We look forward to chatting with you. The gang's all here. Speedy. I mentioned Greg. He's taking phone calls now. Helmsy is here.